Hello all and welcome to my brand new Ironman progress series. I know I've started a few series in the past and never finished them, for example the Road to Max Cash, etc, so apologies for that. Those series won't be continuing, but I promise this Ironman series will. First of all, this isn't a brand new Ironman, this is an Ironman that I've been playing for, I couldn't tell you how long to be brutally honest, but enough time we've been playing it. So long story short, I had an Ironman, I got a bit burnt out from that Ironman and I wanted to de-iron, but at the point of that account I couldn't. It was where some people chose to lock their accounts to Ironman and couldn't de-iron, so the only thing I could do was join a group. So I joined a group, long story short, left the group and it's now a normie. So I regretted that decision and created a new Ironman. Here he is, Wasted Weeks. And like I say, it's not a brand new iron. I've been playing it for some time now and we're not at bad stats, to be fair. So what we're going to do in this video is going to introduce you to my Wasted Weeks Ironman and go from there. So here we go. First of all, we'll start off with the skills. So we are 1772 total level with 43.6 mil XP. As you can see, we're sort of a mid-level account with decent stats, to be fair. We're not, anywhere near the end game type of thing, but we're not in a bad place. So have a little glance here. Slayer's definitely an area where we need to work on, but other than that, we're not in a bad place, to be fair. So that's our stats. Pause the video if you want to have a further look on that, but there we go. Go to the next tab, the character summary. So we're level 107 combat, 153 quests completed out of 170. So I'll just quickly show you the quest list. So these are the ones that we still need to complete. So the biggest ones for us are Desert Treasure 2, the Fremenic Exiles, and Secrets of the North are probably the three biggies. The rest of them are pretty mediocre, boring, CBA type of thing. I guess the Curse of Arab as well. Achievement Diaries. We've done all the hard achievement diaries. It's just the elites left. Obviously that's just skills that we need for that, so we're quite away from that. So yeah, that's the basics of the account. Let's move on to the bank, what everyone wants to see, I guess. Start off, it's not the tidiest bank, so apologies, but here we go. 210 mil worth, not that really matters on an Ironman because it's all to items that you've got. So first tab is the sort of everything tab. Got our runes, cash stack, rune pouch. That was painful to get from LMS, not gonna lie. Bit of fire, graceful, usual sort of farm run stuff and teleport runes and what have you. This is probably the least tidy tab. It's got a bit of junk at the bottom here, as you can see. Granite plate body from the diary. And like I say, it's just a bit of random stuff here. Moving on to the second tab, it's our gear tab. This is the exciting tab. Oh, didn't even start at the top there. Here we go. So we've got full blood moon, full eclipse, and full blue moon, as that was our latest grind we did, which was the Moons of Peril. Only took, I know I'm going out the bank, but only took, look at that. This is one place where I can actually boast about Moons of Peril, green log at 187 kc. We got a very spoon there, I'm not going to lie. And to be fair, I think I actually prefer Moons to Barrows. Barrows is just a bit meh. But let's look at our Barrows log while we're here. So Barrows, we've done 73 and we've got 4 items. We've got the DH body, Guthan helm, Barak body, not even going to pronounce that, and Torag's hammers. Anyway, back to bank. So yeah, that's our gear. So some holy sandals, Barrow's gloves, Ring of the Gods. That was from the D pickaxe grind, which I went quite dry at, I can admit. Infinity boots, and our latest addition, Purging Staff, which we got from our first Tormented Demon task, which is really nice. And the reason I went for the staff, I was persuaded by a friend not to go straight for the Emberlight, because obviously you can't revert the Emberlight, and if I need to kill more TDs, which I do, the Purging Staff is my next best in the slot, or is, I think, the best weapon to make there first. Just absolutely annihilates the Tormented Demons. So that's why we've got that, and it's easy to change. You can just change that with a Battle Staff and an Iron Bar. The only issue I had, I can't make a bow at the moment, the Scorching Bow, because I don't have a high enough fletching level, and you need a magic longbow unstrung, which is the only thing that drops that is TDs, funnily enough. So when we get one, well, at some point we might change that, but hopefully we'll just get spooned and get another Synapse from Tormented Demons whilst we're there at the next task. Got Elite Void, so full Elite Void, so that was a very nice grind. We got that quite early on, to be fair. But that's really nice that I had that before I had all the Blue Moon sets, but these are probably the next things. Will probably be what I'll be using at raids and for the most of things, to be fair, going forward. Torso from the Barbarian Assault grind, Warrior Ring, and some other bits and bobs, bolts, looting bag, Book of the Dead, you know, cannon and that sort of stuff. Pretty meh, the rest of that tab. We've got medium CAs done as well, I forgot to mention that. So hard is the next. On to this tab here, which is our herb tab, so potions and ingredients. So to be fair, it's not looking too shabby for our level, I would say. Got a decent amount of pots to make, decent amount of prayer pots, you know, supersets, brews, restores. I mean, not a decent amount of restores, but not terrible. Lovely Mortmar Fungus, which was from the Calvarion, and the same with the Zamorak, or Wine of Zamorax. So we won't be needing any of them anytime soon, which is nice. Super Combat Pots, again, from Calvarion, so that wieldy grind was actually quite nice. What I'd better do as well is I'll show you my Calvarion log. Where are we? Am I being blind? There we go, Vetion and Calvarion. So this is our log here. Obviously we've got the Ring of Gods, which is really nice, and we've imbued that. That's a really nice prayer ring to have. But we didn't get our D pick till 782 KC at Calvarion, which at the time was very painful. But when I look at the long term, it's really good from the position of supplies and GP that we made from there. So it was, you know, it turned out okay. Unfortunately didn't snipe a Voidwaker Blade or the pet, but you know, can't always be lucky. So we will be going back to the Wildy bosses at some point in the future. Then down here we've got the sort of lower level herbs. Moonlight Moths, game changing, absolute game changing. My last Ironman I made years and years ago, these weren't a thing, but these are so good early on. I don't know why I just exited that, sorry. Next tab, Skilling tab. D-pick, one and only D-pick. Dragon Axes, you know, the rest is self-explanatory. Logs, gems, planks, ores, you know. If you want to pause the video and you can see the exact amounts, but you know, all those planks there, those oak planks are from Calvarion as well, so that's very nice, and pretty much the majority of that gold ore. Got some Karamwan to cook. I've been doing a bit of sand mining, so buckets of sand, so I want to get a Fury, which we need 85 crafting for the boost to 90. So we're slowly but surely getting that, so doing my seaweed runs, hence why I'm here. But that is the skilling tab. Moving on to the farming tab. Nothing exciting here, just seeds and some trees. Again, you know, just pause the video if you want to have a more detailed look. Next tab, we've got gear. So costumes basically, so you know, rogues, angler, pyromancer, and then any sort of diary stuff and random stuff like a carpenter's hat, the Via outfit, those sorts of things. And we got the treasure trail tab. So at the moment I've got some stuff in my house in my POH, but I don't have the construction level to get the hard and elite stuff in there at the moment, so just some leftover bits, but also some of the items that I haven't actually put in stashes yet. Obviously our claim to fame is the Robin Hood hat. the Zami DI body's quite nice as well, but yeah, bit of fashionscape here. Lovely, absolutely lovely. So this tab is just a junk tab, so this is literally quest tab, I call it, not junk tab, but it is junk, but it's I'm not going to be getting rid of probably the rest of this until I've got quest cape, and then I know for sure I'm not going to need any of it. And the final tab is our loot tab, which is pretty bare at the moment, but you got some teleport scrolls, lesser demon champion scroll, long bones, keys, bones, ensouled heads, spare black mask, and some other bits and bobs. Obviously D2H's from Calvarion, some crystal shards. Like I say, it's just a bit of, it's meant to be our loot tab. Obviously water orbs, which were all from, what's it called, the Moons of Peril, which is very nice to have. Although it did get to the point when I was only doing one boss at a time, the loot from the chest was pretty poor, unfortunately. So if you want loot, do your 3 chests, but if you want a specific item from a specific boss there, you obviously focus that one, which is what I was doing near the end. So yeah, that is our bank. Hopefully you've enjoyed our introduction, and I'll see you in the next video.